Hello everyone, welcome. Russia, joined by Mr.
You just call me Andy, so how's everyone? Hopefully we get better than we do in real life, in the case.
Yes, definitely, mate.
So, what is the current championship situation? Obviously I missed Singapore last week, so... Has Pilots inherited the lead from Schumacher?
No, the medium
I see
pilot...
Schumacher's missing this week.
Oh yeah, good spot. Medium pilot last week lagged out, and then whilst his car was ghosting, it managed to crash itself into the wall at Singapore.
Oh, so, brutal. I remember I had that, was it F1 2013? That you got 5-second lag, it was one of the worst glitches ever. And then you just, a friend of mine who was like in the lead of, I think it was the, what Grand Prix was it? The Korean Grand Prix, he was coming into the pits and then the 5-second lag occurred in the pits and then he got out of the race.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
And it was 100% race as well, it was like lap 51.
Oh jeez. I used to like that track. I think it was a good track. It was just
it was a good track. It was just in the middle of nowhere. That was the problem with Turkey as well. Like there's some really nice circuits, but it's just in the middle of nowhere, and then no one can get to them.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got cameras out on his first lap here at the moment. So
yeah, I just caught
40 Ks down the straight. In that first corner is really awkward. So I hate that first corner. It's such a nightmare to get right.
Yeah, definitely. I just caught Catherine starting his lap, so we might as well stay on board with him as we've got a long time of qualifying to go.
So flat as well. It's another problem I have with this place. There's no undulation at all. It's just too flat. It's really easy to go wide everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. But you do get punished on this game with the 3-second time penalty.
Oh yeah, as opposed to previous games where you quarter cut as much as well. Oh, Hammer's got really out of flip. Shit. This is basically the opposite of like Korea and Turkey. It's in a nice spot of the world. It's just a shite track.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I think the second DRS straight as well. I think we could see a big injury there.
Oh yeah, that's the one where the Bottas relinquished the lead, wasn't it? At this year's race, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Very solid.
Katami out-qualifies Hamres by 3/10 in the first one. We've got a few people going out on the...
Quarter now, what time he does, 1:30 dead right now.
Wow.
Someone was saying he might get another 29. I think that's pretty doable for him.
Yeah, he's only a 10th off at the moment. With track evolution, he'd probably expect to improve.
Is track evolution a thing in this game, or is it not?
I think it is. I mean, I tend to improve towards the end of qualifying.
Obviously that's more likely to be the case anyway, because you have a reference, so you know where to be better in. But you know,
yeah, that's true.
Track evolution's thing.
Yeah. Well, judging how everyone comes out with about 2.5 minutes to go, I reckon people have strong beliefs in it.
Here, can I just ask everyone a question regarding the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix? Who thought Lewis was an absolute idiot with his stupid celebration on the podium? What was all that about? Come on, man.
I turned it off.
What was that about?
I saw the donuts and I thought, oh, this is gonna go on. And I actually missed the podium.
I know. Well,
what did he do?
He took his like outfit off, and it was just showing. He just displayed his tattoos on his back in front of everyone. I was like, what an absolute ass! Like, I know he doesn't care, like, but, you know, it's just, I don't want him to show off. Like.
Yeah. Sounds a bit cringy.
It's a good job Kimmy wasn't up there. I'd love to have seen his reaction.
Yeah.
It was good seeing him in the cyber, so it was, whenever whenever they were doing testing today.
Really? Did you manage to find footage of the test then?
Yeah, well, there were some images as well. Like, I mean, I think Kimmy, I didn't know whether Kimmy put one up, but certainly the cyber team put one up with him getting into the car.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, well, it's just basically this year's cars, all in changed the driver number, and that's pretty much about it.
Oh, fair play. But I was just noticing there's a new name on the grid, CSR Zenki. Does ring a bell though from previous weeks. I don't know if it's just a new gamer tag.
No, I think was he? I think I remember seeing him in Italy, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Not with a CSR in front of his name, but
no, maybe not. Yeah, he's just had a rebrand.
Yeah.
Must be a racing league or something like that. I'm not expecting it.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. I was in this league called Excite Racing League or XRL, and they wanted me to change my name to XRL and the drive program league. I could never do that.
No, it's a lot of effort, and when you have
plus
to.
Plus you don't know how long you'll be there for. That's the thing. You know, you could literally decide next race. Oh, I don't want to race in the league anymore. So, you know, you don't know how long that'll stand for.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you know that you're going to be there for a while, then fair enough. But
yeah, I think they should bring in clan tags like Call of Duty, because everyone's got these ridiculous names. In fact, well, not ridiculous, but like they've gone through a lot of effort to change their names. So if they just had clan tags.
They're finally bringing back that. They're finally bringing the PlayStation Union to the console next year. I say. I bet you there'll be some people taking up that for sure.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's probably a lot of people that wanted to get a new name, but then they didn't do it because obviously then they would have lost on all their stuff. They tried to.
Yeah.
Get a whole new account.
That's cool.
Who is out on track at the moment? Go. Looks like Lunatic is the furthest one out. Everyone else is in pit lane. So a bit of time to find for these guys, and then 1.2 seconds is not something that you'll, in terms of a gap that you'd want to have to the leader.
No, not at all.
Did you race last night?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. It was a bit of a weird race for me because I got into an incident with cops. I was practically last for most of the race, and then the safety car came out, and then I was able to get fixed. So
that's
pretty happy with that. But I know for a lot of others, you know, the rain caused quite a bit of chaos. I know some people that went on to full wet, so I didn't understand why. I didn't think it was wet enough.
No, it wasn't. I think in the schedule at the beginning of the race, it did say heavy rain right at the end. So I think, I think a few people gambled on doing that. But yeah, it wasn't great for myself. I got wing damage on the safety car restart. I managed to get up. Yeah, I went into the pit. One of the few that went into the pits, put some fresh softs on. Came out in 13th, got up to 9th place in one corner, and then went on to yellow wing, and that was the end for me. Really, it was a shame because
you can get away with it at some places, but Silverstone, if you have a yellow wing, you're basically screwed. Like you're just not recovering that time. You may as well just make it difficult because you just lose too much time.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, it looks like an unnecessary, but he's going wide there.
Who are you on board with?
Lunatics. Nice exit out of there. He's had a better couple of sequence corners there. Through the double right hander, really off his corner. And he does 30.9. So a bit of time for Pilot completing his lap as well. A little bit wide, probably wider than he would like to. There you go. First man in the 1 minute 29, it's 1 minute 29.8. Good lap time.
Yeah, first man and probably looks like only man that will get into the 129s.
It's annoying because, like, I mean, in the past, you used to be able to qualify on the harder tires, and you know they weren't that slow in relation to the softer tires. But I don't think you can do that anymore. There's just too big a gap between the two compounds of tires. Anyway.
Yeah. I think medium pilot's lap, I mean, especially around Russia, it's really good to set a few bankers because of the invalidations. Like, you got people chasing him, but they can't invalidate at the same time. So it's a really powerful banker lap, definitely.
Yeah, and like, I suppose the good thing is for a lot of the thing about a place like Russia is there's really no point in starting on harder tires because tire deg is basically non-existent around here. So you may as well just push it all out there.
Yeah.
Go for faster time.
Yeah, definitely. But the hypersofts do wear out. I mean, probably lap 7 or 8, you'll start to feel tyre wear.
Really, it doesn't work like it is in real life, because obviously you could take the hypers about the entire race if you wanted to in the real thing.
Yeah, definitely. But they have made tyre wear on Russia on the game. I'm sure the super softs would barely wear at all. We may see some people doing it.
Wear after like 30 laps or something like that.
Yeah.
But then you probably have no grip as a consequence either. There you go. Zenqui improves to a 130.30
Oh, wow.
dead, so he could be in the running. For pole, he's definitely up there.
Yeah, and in terms of the race, I mean, looks like we're going to have more of a race on, definitely, if he can come within 2/10 of medium pilot.
The start could be absolutely crucial as well. If he gets a good start, then he could full pilot off and then cause him some problems.
Yeah, and as we all know, Russia, the slipstream is probably up there with the most powerful down into turn 1 or turn 2 if you count the kink.
You just need to get DRS out of DRS range in the first few laps, which isn't easy, mind you, but you never know.
Yeah. And I mean, you'd have to have a really good start to even get to not have to fight down into turn 1.
Oh yeah.
It's the slipstream is so powerful. I mean, even P3, maybe even P4 have got a chance of being up there. So definitely tune into the start for sure.
The good thing is we'll have the Russian torpedo back in the grid next year, so it'll be causing another first lap catastrophe as he did 2 years ago.
Yeah. I heard there was talk of him coming back. I didn't see him being confirmed though. Is that with Tuf2 Russia?
Officially confirmed. Yeah, it's such an odd move. Like I mean, they basically got rid of him so publicly and in such a humiliating fashion. It sounds ridiculous that he's come back after all the crap he went through with him. It's just mad. He must be desperate, like.
Yeah. And I mean, after promoting him
I know he was testing for Ferrari this year, but you know.
I think he's got good race pace. I think he has got good race pace. Just his racecraft is absolutely terrible. Like, probably the worst.
It was a bit weird though, because he finished second in China the race before, and then he obviously crashed into Vettel the next race, and then he was gone. It was just a bit weird, like.
Yeah, I mean he's quite young. It was his home Grand Prix. He was probably really pumped up for it. I can see it happening, but there's other incidents as well, like with Carlos Sainz
I think
in.
it's just more responsible, so they just
Yeah,
use that as an excuse to get him out. Like,
yeah, fair play.
which is pretty valid argument.
Yeah. Mattis, only one not to set a lap. I was just about to say, does he have a quali ban? But he is out on track now. He invalidated his first run, which was a 38.7, so we know he's got good pace, and I reckon he could put it at least within P3 if he gets a clean lap here.
Yeah, I'd say P3 to P5 range.
Yeah.
Definitely on through.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't count him out of absolutely nailing a lap and getting on the front row, but he's only got one lap to do it, so it's not looking, he's not in a good position.
Of course, yeah, for me, that's the qualifying session's flown by in a flash for me.
Yeah.
I don't even think 18 minutes is gone there, but anyway, I'm going forward again. Finish fire.
Yeah, Katami's doing quite well in P5, ahead of Lunatics. Stam in P4 as well. On and out of that.
Good job there, Stam.
Yeah, there's lots of people cutting the corners at the same time to save time in qualifying. And I think Stam needs to as well, because he's 20 seconds to get to the line. I think that's it for him. I don't think he'll be able to do that unless he. No,
he's out. Yeah. He won't get another lap then.
Katami's just crossed the line, and did he improve? I think he may have improved by about a tenth.
Pilot is on a lap.
Yeah, I'm on board with him.
I think he is backed out, so it looks like medium pilot has got this in the bag, providing any last minute spectacular laps from the guys below them, but I can't see that happening. Let's go on board with him anyway.
Yeah, he might as well.
It's a really nasty corner that as well. That right hander, so easy to lock up a brake turn, too wide.
Yeah, he just missed the apex a bit there. You can cut quite a lot of that corner. Probably cost him about a tenth, I'd say. But otherwise, he's been pushing hard. Looks like a good lap. He's using high ERS. May have got an invalidation there. No.
Yeah, 29.7. Good enough. Right, Mattis.
Yeah.
Oh, he's backed out. He's obviously invalidated a lap.
He's.
So he is at the back.
Yeah, Lunatics pops him up 3 places from P8 to P5 in his final run. Good effort from him.
Yeah, it's insane. Like if you don't get a good, if you make a mistake in the final run, as I found out many times this season, if you're in the midfield, then you just drop down in the field like an absolute stone.
Yeah. I don't know if Mattis did have a qualifying ban, or well, he's acting like he does because looks like he just wanted to get the setup loaded and stuff like that, or
yeah, just test it out for a few corners. Maybe that's what he'd planned.
Yeah, or maybe he just wants to go on the ultra soft to start with and do a one stop on the ultras to the supers. He may, I think we saw him do that in Germany.
Yeah. Right, let's just give you a rundown of the grid. So Pilot first, Zenki second, Fnatic third, Amrez fourth, Lunatics fifth, Stam sixth, Vlasikov seventh. The two Greeks side by side each other. Academy's 8th, Bjorn 9th, Alex 10th, Marin 11th, Ross 12th, Jordy 13th, Decisions 14th, and Mathis rounds up the grid. There you go.
And Napola says, can you guys put more volume to your mics? I did do that about 5 minutes ago, but let us know if either one of us, you can't hear us properly, because
I've just turned mine up a wee bit.
Yeah.
So hopefully that helps. Oh, by the way, Champions League scores, for anyone that's interested, I'll just read them out, okay?
Nice.
If I ever get it up here, phone's just being stupid as usual. Right, so Athens 0, Ajax 2, Bayern 5, Benfica 1, Lyon and Man City 2-2,
Oh,
Hoffenheim
jeez.
Shakhtar Donetsk 3-2 to Shakhtar Donetsk, CSK Moscow and Victoria Pilsen 2-1 to Victoria. Real Madrid 2-0 versus Roma, Juventus 1, Valencia 0, and United scored late on through Fellaini.
Oh well, they got 1-0 up. I saw they were goalless, so that's good news for United fans.
Well, they're below Everton in the table, so focus on that, boys. You know.
Yeah. Anyway, you've got John F1 in the chat, I believe, an ex-TUF driver, asking who's in commentary. It's Dobby and Mr. Ice Cold Andy. Or just Andy.
Whatever way you want to call me, I don't really care.
Yeah. Matthias Likkonen says hello. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. You'd need one of the Finns in here to do that.
What did he say?
Who?
What did he say? The fella that you just mentioned.
Oh, he just says hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so top 3 predictions.
With Medium Pilot's internet, I mean, it looks fine when we've been on board. We haven't seen any problems.
Maybe he's got it sorted out.
Yeah, I mean, barring no internet problems, I'd say Medium Pilot and second Zenki.
Yeah, that's what I was saying for the top 2, and then for the rest.
I'm going to say
I
Mattis.
think it's going to be a bit of a free for all for the rest. Yeah, it's interesting you say that. If he gets a good start and makes up some places, he's on the hypers as well. So.
Oh, is he? He is.
I think he is anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's saying
So
on.
he's gone very aggressive.
Yeah, looking to make up places on the start. They'll get a lot.
Interesting decisions. He's gone for the soft tires, so he's going very conservative strategy. He just needs to make sure he stays in touch with the front runners.
Yeah.
In the first part of the race, otherwise he could be into problems.
Yeah. Just removed all. Just going to remove everything, so we get a good view of the start.
4 lights, 5 lights, and we're underway. Good start for Pilot. He got a good launch.
Very good launch.
Bogged down. He's going to be under pressure from the other guys.
Oh,
got a car on the wall. Ooh. Wonder if he's got any wing damage. He might do, but I don't know. Oh, it's a nightmare, that first corner. But somehow they all made it through without any incidents so far. Oh,
yeah.
Look at that battle. It's for 6. We've got 3 wide momentarily. Oh, stand very close to each other. Somehow didn't take each other out. Got a little bit of a bump as well. So let's just give you half lap update. Pilot first, Zenki second, Hamlet third, Fnatic fourth, Stan fifth. Got a yellow flag out. Oh, got Jordy. Wonder if Jordy got put in the wall. Must have done. Because obviously I can't ride on board against the car. I'm suspecting that it probably is. Or we have a safety car. Doesn't look like it.
No.
Well, and interestingly, Zenki's closed right up to the back of Pilot, so if he stays close enough to him down straight, he might be able to get a run with him.
Yeah. Medium Pilot's start was sensational though. It was much needed. And was that someone going wide there?
Yeah, it looked like it. I think it might have been one of the Cyber guys. I think so anyway.
Mattis already up into P8 from last.
Apparently Jordy put that Blasicos was lagging. So that might be something we have to investigate. after, but I don't know. Another yellow flag. Where is that? Oh, we got Ross without a front wing, so there must have been an incident somewhere.
Yeah, and we've got Alex PC with a looked like a pit stop glitch. He was held in the pits for a long time.
Well, you don't think it was a 5-second penalty? Oh, look on board. We've got Zenki and pilots. Zenki has gone down the inside into the right-hander, and he has inherited the lead.
Yeah, it's a shame we missed that.
Side by side.
I was a bit distracted by Alex PC with a huge pit stop. I don't know if that was a glitch or not, but
pilot struggling in the early stages. He's under pressure from Hamras, so I don't know. Is he doing multiple laps on those tires and is running out too much? I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe it's just the slipstream.
Slipstream is very powerful around here, as you say.
Yeah, maybe Zenki was able to preserve a bit of ERS and line up and attack, but we will see.
DRS, yeah, he does. Obviously, nowhere near close enough.
No, he did close the gap by about 3 tenths in medium ERS mode there. So yeah, maybe it's going to be a back and forth battle. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. 3 tenths is pretty much what the Renault engine loses down the straight anyway, so nothing either.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised. It was quite. I thought it was going to be like a pretty hostile divorce, but the Red Bull actually, just said thanks for the 11 years, Renault. Probably won't forget about the last 4 though.
Yeah, I mean, well, someone's made a good decision, someone hasn't. Because obviously McLaren have gone to Renault, and Red Bull are going to Honda. So someone's made a terrible decision, but we'll find out next season.
The problem I think might be, now obviously we'll still have to wait until next season to find out whether this is really the case, but a lot of sources claim that McLaren basically told Honda how to build the engine around the package, whereas Red Bull, from what I've seen, really look like they basically just want Honda to build an engine and then they'll build the car around that. It sounds like a much more sensible idea, but I know McLaren just wanted it as tightly packaged as possible, which turned out to be a big problem. We've got DRS. Fanatic has in a battle with Hamras. It's going to be side by side. Oh, he ran him out of the road.
He did, yeah. Didn't leave him a chance to not cut the corner.
Yeah. I remember what was it back in F1 2016 in the wet. It used to be quicker to just drift around that big 180 degree bends than actually braking and so on.
Yeah, that was hard to keep the back end round there in the wet.
It was good fun.
Haven't experienced it on this game yet, but
yeah, I was gutted because I thought the weekend we were going to experience some rain at Abu Dhabi, but it never got harsh enough.
Yeah. No, funny you say that. I was actually I was in a public lobby earlier, and it was intermediates for the qualifying session at Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Really?
I took a screenshot of it, man. I'll send you it. Like, seriously.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's very unlikely.
I know the only place more unlikely than that is Bahrain, and then that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I had. It was really weird. It's funny you should say that, because the only time I ever remember any wet session I've ever had in Bahrain was F1 2004. Whenever I was doing qualifying 1, it was intermediate conditions. I was just like, what the hell? A desert never rains, like, come on.
Yeah. Well, I suppose the software wasn't sophisticated enough to deal with
to
that.
realise that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, we've got the Lunatics and Stam had a really nice side-by-side battle through the long left-hander there. Lunatics came out on top. So yeah, Lunatics up to 5th place. Matt's really good start. He's up into 7th place now, and is really making the most of those fresh hypers. So he's really had a good start there.
Yeah, and I mean, even starting on completely fresh 0% compared to 5 or 6% is a good advantage to have. So
yeah, like you don't even realise how much of an advantage you have until you try it for yourself.
Yeah.
You're gonna try for a move there, no, it's literally impossible to make a move into there. Yeah.
Yeah, Stan braked super late at the end of the DRS straight to cover him off.
We'll probably see a DRS pass somewhere along there. Certainly see one up ahead. We've got Fnatic right on the back of Hamres. But Hamres looks like he has decent straight line speed though, so he might be able to cover him off.
He definitely...
One on the inside.
No, there wasn't room there.
That is clumsy Fnatic. I don't know what you were
Yeah,
trying
I'd have to give that to the blame to Fnatic there myself as well.
There's literally no room there at all.
Yeah.
He clearly made his mind up about what way he wanted to go. So yeah, there'll definitely be further action for that incident anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he refused to take the outside line. He just didn't want the outside line, so he went for the smallest gap, and Hamres had blocked it off. So
he should have just gone for the switchback, I think, towards the next corner, but you know, hindsight's a wonderful thing. So damage has been done.
Yeah, it's a split-second decision. Do you go the outside? Do you go the inside? And yeah, he just got it wrong. But Mattis looking to make his way up into P4 already.
I know, like this is lap 6 already, and he could be on he could be 3rd place within 7 laps. It's quite some feat, like.
Yeah, he's within DRS of Lunatics as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a move.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder when we'll be expecting the leaders in for their first stops. Probably we shouldn't be too far off now.
No, I'd say around lap 9, lap 10.
Can you get to the end on a set of ultras though? Probably a little bit optimistic. I know there's hardly any wear around here, but
I think you would be able to.
You probably would be able to.
Yeah, because they've obviously done qualifying on them as well, so it would be effectively like 11, 12 laps on the hypers and then 15 on the ultras, so should be doable. But Mattis didn't manage to get past on the DRS straight.
So Vlaskov's just pivot, he's on the softs, and you've got Fnatic who has gone on to the ultra softs. Interesting choice.
Yeah. I mean, the softs are obviously they're 2 compounds down from the ultras, so they are going to be a lot slower.
But obviously they should come towards them at the end of the race, but by that time they might be outside, so that might be another problem.
Yeah, I couldn't honestly say which is the better strategy at the moment. I mean, personally I'd want to go on the ultras, but we will see. Medium Pilot has closed he did drop to about 1.6 seconds behind. He's just at a DRS range now.
Interesting as well, Mattis has made his way up to 3rd place, so
he did it.
Stop. So fantastic start, Mattis, fair play.
Yeah. Did he do it? Must have done it on the 2nd DRS straight then.
Yeah, it must be. The only thing is now, I suppose with his pace, if he continues like this, then I don't know whether he can catch the top tier or not. They probably might be too far ahead already, so it might be a little bit of a lonely race for the rest of it. But who knows?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
it could be like a Verstappen Spa situation, because remember Verstappen way down, a few places down the grid, then he was up the third, but then obviously because of his engine disadvantage, couldn't catch the two in front of him.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really strange. I mean, he had great pace on the soft tyres, and then he whacked on the ultras, and then he was nowhere. I didn't get that at all.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things, like.
Yeah, it just didn't suit the car, or
saving the engine or something like that.
Yeah,
it was the best you could do.
Trying to win at Mexico.
Oh, it's quite funny. Did you see the Christian Horner moment in the press conference? With,
I did, yeah. Yeah, I did.
Was hilarious.
Yeah.
He absolutely rinsed him.
Yeah, definitely.
It's funny. I never used to be Christian's biggest fan, but I've sort of grown to like him. He just says it as it is. It is debatable, but you know, I appreciate his honesty. It's nothing else.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen.
Although, of course, he is a prick for ditching his wife and then running off with Jerry Halliwell. But you know, we'll gloss over that.
Oh dear. I didn't know that.
With his first wife as well, and then then a few months from the line, he was off with Jerry Halliwell and got married to her.
Yeah, I mean, from the outside, doesn't look like the best move, but you never know. There could have been.
I reckon part of that condition was he used to have awful teeth, but his teeth are a lot better. And so probably Jerry just told him to get them sorted out, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, she is a Spice Girl. I mean, that's a pretty sensational wife.
Highly demanding woman.
Yeah, but
right, yeah. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, but I mean, Spice Girl. I mean, that's pretty. There's only 5 of them, so it's pretty unlikely he would get to marry one. So fair play.
Fair dues. Whatever floats your boat. Zenki has gone into the pit, and Pilot has responded.
Yeah, and Zenki did actually pick up a 3-second time penalty on that lap. So
he sped in the pit lane? Oh.
No, it wasn't. Sure. Oh, did he speed in the pit lane as well?
No, that must have been what it was.
No, it was that was just an ETL penalty.
Just track limits? Okay.
Yeah, but Pilot's got one warning.
Pilot gets one as well.
Yeah.
It might be a tricky problem for him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just keep it clean, try and stay within that 3-second window, and you'll win the race. Well,
right, so we've got Decisions out the lead at the moment. He's obviously on the soft tyres, so he's going a long way into this race. They'll probably pit, I'd say, about lap 17, lap 18, and then probably come on to instead of hypers. That's probably what I would do if I were in his position.
Yeah, but I mean, Zenki's already within DRS range of him. So
yeah, he needs to get past him quite quickly, and then try and see if then hopes Decisions can block Pilot off for a few laps, and then he's in a good position.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope Decisions doesn't put up too much of a fight, because he's definitely not fighting these guys.
He looks like he's struggling a bit.
Yeah, and Zenki needs to be careful, because
he's already got moved on. Looks
yeah.
like it anyway.
Yeah, and this is going to disadvantage Pilot.
He's just let him pass off.
Yeah, fair play. Fair play. It wasn't his battle, and he does look to be struggling as he picks up a penalty.
Unfortunately, he's picked up a penalty in the first as a result of that.
I think he's got wing damage, to be honest. It's either those softs are horrible, or he's got a bit of wing damage.
Has he got massive understeer?
Yeah, it looks like he's understeering, and just he can't carry any pace through the corners. I've seen him around, and I know he is faster than that. So
he'll probably have to come on to a set of ultras, huh?
Yeah.
You could do hyper for that amount of time.
Yeah, we'll just stay on board. Did he have wing damage? No, he didn't. So he's just struggling on the softs.
So yeah, set ultras go on. He will rejoin in 11th place.
Yeah, and Stam in P4 on the track, but he's picked up 3 penalties already. I've seen come up. So
three track penalties. Ooh, he could be in a bit of bother towards the end there. There could be
yeah,
another one. Very wide there.
yeah, we have seen him being running very wide onto the tarmac runoff zones. And again, it just looks. He's either carrying too much space or speed, or he's got a little bit, maybe a light green or yellow bit of wing damage, because it's just car doesn't seem to be quite reacting.
Yeah, he's obviously just a car's obviously its fixture. Both cars not reacting, and then he's pushing the limits probably a little bit too hard as well. So yeah, it's sort of a lose-lose situation at the moment. So.
Yeah, he's just not. It wasn't turning in for him. Like perhaps his ballast is too low.
Yeah, too low. I think he has set the fast lap there is 33.8, so he's extended that gap to over a second. I look to the DRS range. Yeah, that's confirmed.
Yeah, it was a good time to set that as well.
A little bit of a slipstream, so we'll want to try and get out to about 1.5, 1.6 so he's at a slipstream. Yeah,
and remember he does have that penalty, and Mattis picks up a penalty. That's not going to help him.
3-second penalty. Well, he does have a bit of a gap to Stam, who's picked up a lot of penalties, so he looks like he should be okay for now. A good battle between Lunatics and Marin here at P5. You can have a go. No, it's too difficult. Pilot's picked up a penalty, so he neutralises it.
Game on.
So he obviously got 2 very quick ones.
Two very quick warnings, yeah.
Yeah. Which is not ideal. It's very easy to do it around here and then.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's probably pushing to get with. He's just outside the DRS. I mean, must be tantalising for him.
Yeah, it looks like he's generally having to drive very hard just to keep up with him. Which is not something we said a lot about him this year. As Lunatics has passed Marin up at P5. So that depends if you're staying in a very strong battle lead too. Bjorn isn't too far off them either.
Yeah. But Pilot has got pretty much full ERS, like he's on 90% charge. And Zenki's on 40.
He managed to be managing the last few laps then, trying to stay with him.
Yeah.
So maybe he is maybe he is sandbagging a little bit. I hate using that word, but he might be.
Yeah, I'd definitely say so. If I was him, I would have burnt it to get into that DRS range.
He's doing. I watch MotoGP. Mark Marquez, who's like the best guy at the moment in MotoGP. He does this a lot, where he just stays behind the guy for a lot of the race, and then he makes his moves later on, and then just wins the race. He's just too good for everyone at the moment, unfortunately. He's like what Valentino Rossi used to do to people back in the day.
Yeah. Hey, Katami's has had an absolute shocker of a race.
Yeah, I know. What's going on with him?
He had great pace in qualifying, and then it's come to the race.
He's just in the pits there. Yeah, it looks like he had some sort of stop-go penalty.
Yeah, he had a stop-go, and he had a wing change as well.
Oh shit, man.
And it wasn't even for speeding in the pit lane, it was for corner cutting. He got the stop-go for.
Oh, it must have been a really, really wide track extension then.
Yeah.
Oh, and we've got
Pilot on the leader.
Pilot on Zenki.
He's made him defend the inside.
He's got a really, really good exit. He's going to go to the inside here. He's going to be side by side. And he think he might have it. He does for now. And he's up in the first place.
Yeah, and he sensibly defended the inside. It's going to make him slow on the exit though. Will Zenki go for a move? Yeah, he does. He's late on the brakes.
He has, yeah. Ooh, close.
Yeah, Mercedes versus Ferrari.
He'll have DRS on the next turn anyway, so if he can keep in touch with him,
very close.
Then should get one down on him. The only thing is, pilot has a lot of battery reserve left, so he'll need to stick it up a door fix and overtake if he's got any chance of passing him.
Yeah, he
I want to
does.
get a bit of a tight slap around the exit, so not ideal.
Yeah, he's only 3
Well,
tenths.
interestingly, he hasn't got it activated, which is a bit weird. Or maybe he has, but it's not sure.
Yeah, didn't.
Good job, Cody.
Yeah.
So the real life foes going hammer and tongue between each other.
Yeah, and Zenki's fuel lights come on as well.
Yeah, I noticed that he's been basically running right on the edge of the field basically all race.
Yeah, it's a DRS glitch again.
I wonder if he's got a DRS failure. He must do, because he didn't activate it there at all.
You're right, you're right.
He must have some sort of DRS problem.
Yeah. You know when the next to the fuel light you've got the spanner? Do you know what it means when it comes up highlighted red?
It means your teammates in pits.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Took me a long time to work that one out, but I finally did.
Well, I just finally found out now, so that must mean Ross Ghost Car just pitted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't catch why Ross left, but...
So we're at the halfway point of the race. Let's give you a rundown of events so far. So Pilot had a really good start, but that was overtaken by Zenki. It was about lap 3. He got a really good exit and managed to make the move. So those guys are P1 and P2. Mathis, really good start. He was up to P4 lap 6, and then was P3 by lap 8. So he's up to the third. Really good race he's had. Sam running in P4, Lunatics in P5 for the whole race. Battling with Marin, who's now dropped off him, and is now in a battle with Bjorn for 6th place. Then you've got Vlastikov, who's dropped off back to those guys quite considerably. He's on the softer tyres, so he might struggle with his pace for a bit. Fnatic got caught up in an incident with Jordy, or Hamres.
Yeah, it's Hamres. Yeah.
It's Hamres. Bit of a silly decision in my opinion. The move he tried, so he is now 9th place and only got 2 points. Decisions was in the lead momentarily, but then came into pits and he was struggling with his tyres and he's now down to P10. We've got Alex 11th and then Cat, who's had a pretty awful race, running last of the runners.
Yeah, and I think Alex PC had to pit in for wing damage on lap 1 or 2, and then got held in the pits as well, so really compromised his race, but he's 1 place off the points, so fair play for staying in.
It's kind of roles reversed now, because you've obviously got Pilot now out in the lead, and then Zenki can follow him and then see his line. So Pilot has gone from being the hunter to being the hunted.
Yeah, absolutely. Katsumis was just off the track again there.
I think if I were Cat though, it's been an awful race so far, don't get me wrong, but you may as well just keep carrying on and then try and hope for some retirements towards the end of the race and then maybe pick up a point or 2.
Yeah, and safety car is right back in it. There's only 12 runners, so...
Yeah, no, because I was pretty much in that position last night. I put on the super hard because it was like lap 3 or so. So it was like the only sort of wise thing to do. But even then, they just had no grip, so I just needed a safety car to get me back in the race, and that's what happened. So, unfortunately, it worked out.
Oh, can't afford that though. And if he gets lapped, I mean, that it really is game over. And there you go.
Oh, yeah, he just has, so shouldn't he?
Yeah.
You better be careful rejoining. And he has. I wonder if his tire tips have just gone too high. That might be why. quite a common thing, especially on the rears.
He's oversteering horribly. I don't know what ballast he's running, but it's not a good.
It must be a really horrible ballast. It might be like 9 or 10 or something like that.
Yeah, I'd say
you run it that extreme.
Yeah, I'd say it's 9 plus. Like it looks more like 10. It looks like he's got a puncture.
This is going to be a really intriguing battle between these two. For the end of the race, it looks like he's able to stay with him.
Yeah, and let's see. The ERS has evened itself out. I mean, with that DRS, Zenki's been able to save.
Oh, and Cat's in the barriers again. His tires must be badly overheating now.
Yeah.
Bjorn is the second. So basically all I'd do if I were in Zenki's position, just put it in low through the slower complexes, try and save the battery, and then just use it on the last few laps. And just try and keep with him.
Yeah, and do not pick up a penalty, whatever happens.
Yeah. And try and force your rival into getting the penalty.
Yeah. Keep putting the pressure on.
Oh, can I just ask, has anyone tried out the new FIFA update? What was it today? Is it any good?
Yeah, I was on for a bit earlier. I think
Thinking, making a move. Is he gonna get it? Ooh, close.
he should
Can
have
he
the
get
inside.
it down into the corner? Yes, he does. That might be. I don't know. I think Pilot might have just let him through there for an obvious reason, which will become apparent in the next few corners. If you can stay with him for these complex, you'll see what I mean.
Matt's got another penalty, so I think he's going to have to sit tight in P3.
Well, Pilot just saved the battery there, so he decided not to respond and just sit behind them for a few laps now.
Yeah.
So Zenki is back up into the lead. What were you saying earlier before I interrupted you about FIFA?
FIFA update seems good. I read something, if you tackle someone, they're going to lose. They're going to lose the ball. Like, it's not like where you tackled them and then they still kept the ball.
Oh yeah.
But otherwise,
the absolute worst for that.
Yeah. But no, otherwise I think it's all good. As Pilot makes a bit of a mistake there, it's going to cost him about half a second. He's out of DRS now as well. Did he reach the detection point though? No, he didn't. So he is out of DRS now.
It's annoying though, because I'm building a Chinese team, but obviously Flashback Pado came out earlier today, so I had to sell him and then get Ali Pado. So yeah, I have to try and get Hulk back again. Although Hulk will probably get a flashback of his own, and then I'll probably have to move money to get it. To be honest, knowing how EA works.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was just their special Black Friday weekend promotion thing. I think that'll be the two, probably until Christmas now. I think that'll be it.
Probably will be. It's probably early for me because I'm spent out. Because I've still got to get, because I've got a Chinese Super League team, so I need to do the SBCs as well for Oscar and Ricardo Augusto. If we to do that, the league SBC twice. It's going to be annoying.
Jeez, yeah, that's a lot of hard work. I mean,
especially when I ride and play for chance.
Yeah. I know. Medium Pilot seem to have regained a bit of
composure.
Yeah. We just saw him just lost the back end. Don't know if it was tyres or he was just a bit anxious to get on the throttle.
Yeah, the understeer, look at the understeer through that going there, it was awful.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it seems okay, He's probably not as good as the start of the race on the fresher Hypersofts. But he has got
definitely not,
himself, yeah, he has got himself back into DRS. Katami's in the chat. I hope that you guys weren't watching my driving. Unfortunately, we were.
Don't worry, Cat. I promise you, hands on heart. In the words of Donald Trump, we did each.
It looked like some sort of setup issue there. It didn't look like... Or it was either that or it's like the first time you've ever used no traction control. So...
you know, those days.
Yeah.
I remember what was it? It was F1 2013, and we basically just ran no traction control, easy peasy. The car would not slide on you. And I came to F1 2014 with the new engines and so on, and I was shit at that game. Those traction control just didn't work, or no, you just couldn't run no traction at all because of the engine. So you basically had to run full traction. I think full traction was the quickest. It was brutal. It just did not suit me at all.
It was on F1. Yeah, it was on F1 2016.
It was 2014. I think we had to run full. It was that bad.
Oh dear.
But that was basically just an F1 2013 version 2 game anyway.
Yeah. We've got someone supporting Bjorn Voss in the chat. So we're going to have to pull away from him because Medium Pilot is going to line up a move surely on the pit straight.
Yeah, definitely. Decision just second penalty.
Now I think what he needs to do is he needs to, well, we'll just firstly go on board with this.
Oh. That's clever driving from Pilot. He's forced Zenki to take a tighter line into the corner by defending, and as a result, he could have to move down to the right-hander here. He's going to go for it. He will. Yes, he's up into first place. What great racing these two guys have had. It's very clean, no incidents.
Yeah.
Smooth, no contact. Just a great battle between these two.
Yeah, I mean, they can only really... Yeah, they can only really cost themselves first and second place, so... there's no point being really aggressive. Yeah. Got a DNF for decisions. See if we can see anything. No, there's no yellow flags. I think he may have retired in the pits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what I was going to say is Medium Pilot, he was just saving his DRS, and now he's in hot lap and he's trying to get out of that DRS range. He saved enough for...
If he's just thinking now, right, this is when I'm going to bolt, so I'm going to do it now.
Yeah. He saved enough for the overtake and for a hot lap to get away from the DRS, but it's not working. It's not really working. So...
I think he just needs to stay with him for the next few laps and keep him DRS range, otherwise it's very easy to get a drift once you're out of DRS range.
Yeah. There's fuel lights on as well though, so Medium Pilot still...
Yeah, he's going to need to save in the lower speed sections, because obviously if he tries to save in along the straights, he's going to lose a bundle of time.
Yeah. But Bjorn...
It is a nice thing to have this year. The ERS management system is obviously, if you're saving field, then you won't be painfully so as you were in previous games.
Yeah. Gives drivers something else to do when they're... Bjorn just made the move on Marin. I know these two both have penalties, so I couldn't say who's effectively ahead of each other, but Marin did pick up a penalty a second ago.
Yeah, whatever it is, if they're looking to create a gap anyway, and then if they do have penalties, then create enough of one, so yeah, I'm sure he keeps that position.
Yeah, I mean, you've just got to forget about penalties and just race. But Stam in front of them's definitely got 12 seconds worth of penalties, so they are both in front, well, possibly both in front of Stam as well, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Interesting situations are out here. Pilot is in a desperate attempt to get away from. He's running down his battery to very low levels as a result, so he's going to need to be careful and try and manage it, particularly in the slow speed corners, so he doesn't have that problem in the last few laps.
Yeah, and Zenki's started to harvest more now, and he's on 50%, Pilot on 25, so this is going to go down to the wire.
Back end just got a little touch out of shape there for Zenki, but he got away with it.
Yeah. And it won't be down to the line though, because the finish line on this track.
Zenki has to make the move before this sector 3.
Zenki just picked up a penalty there, and we were on board with him, and it was a harsh warning. It was marginal. It was really marginal.
Interesting you should say that, because Pilot has 1 penalty and 2 warnings, so he has to be very careful himself. This is still on a knife edge.
Yeah, and I mean, if he listens to the stream, he's got 3 laps. If he just lets him through, keep it within the track limits. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he's just heard about the second penalty through Jeff, but he didn't even defend.
I suppose the only thing is he's got to make sure he doesn't get too complacent and then make a silly error of his own, which leads to a corner cut.
Yeah, but I think he's capable of driving fairly fast within the track limits.
Oh yeah. But it's easier said than done, of course.
Yeah. I hope he does though, because then I would have pulled off a top 3 accumulator from my predictions.
Oh yeah.
Because I said Matters would come third, so Pilot first, Zenki second.
Wonder what the odds would have been if there was an actual betting thing.
If there was a bookmaker, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably at least get evens on it, but I don't know.
Oh, you'd get better on that, surely.
Yeah, no, you would. You would.
More because Matic is at the back.
Yeah. It's just like I've raced against a lot of these drivers and spectated a lot of these drivers. I mean, like I've probably got good sort of knowledge.
Never tell anyone, just in case anyone didn't know. There's this woman on Gillette Soccer Saturday. For 2 years ago, she was sitting on £250,000. The Super 6, you call it. So basically 6 correct score lines and 6 correct results. So every score was right. Liverpool were beating Sunderland 2-1. And then guess who scores for Sunderland against Liverpool?
Is it Darren Bent?
Nope, Adam Johnson. Who a week later ends up in jail.
Oh. Not
and
good.
Cost that woman £245,000. Frick.
That's a bit of a sleepless nights over that one.
I know. Well, Jeff Stelling just basically was like, "God, give him money anyway."
Yeah, as Pure mates move up the inside of Marin, don't really want to look at penalties. We've left it a bit late for these two. We'll just we'll keep that to the end.
Yeah.
And it's a bit disappointing, the finale to this race. It does seem that Medium Pilot has backed off, knowing that he's got a penalty. Because he's just...
it's a shame that...
Yeah. I mean, fair play to Medium Pilot because he needed these 25 points. Schumacher's not here. So, Schumacher picked up second place last week.
So obviously that re-extended the championship lead, that's going to be cut significantly tonight because he's not here.
Yeah, they're going to be within 5 points of each other. Definitely, because I remember I think it was cut to 10 points in Schumacher's favour 2 races ago. And it was obviously extended to 28, and then this is back to...
Three.
Yeah, it's going to be fine margins, so...
And especially if Zenki keeps up this pace, he could throw a spanner in the works between these two. For sure.
Yeah, definitely. But I think, what is it, maybe round 10, round 11, I think he's probably left that a bit late.
No, I just mean in terms of these two for the championship, he could play a pivotal role in who comes first in the championship between Schumacher and Pilot.
Yeah, he could do a Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
But let's see.
He could just be an anomaly in the title fight.
Yeah, Bjorn picks up a penalty on the final lap. Will that cost him? But Zenki crossed the line, provisional P1, but as we thought, Medium Pilot takes the win.
Yeah, he just avoided penalties for the last couple of laps.
He did.
Mattis, a very lonely P3. Kind of funny because I predicted it after he got into P3. Yeah, and he's 14 seconds ahead of Stam. Stam has quite a few penalties still, so he'll presumably fall back, I think. So they're going to the other guys behind.
Yeah, Marin and Bjorn's going to the line on the track.
Yeah, 24 seconds, so he had about 9 seconds worth of penalties.
Stam keeps P4.
Stam keeps P4. Obviously the other guys picked up a lot of penalties as well.
Yeah.
Blastos, lonely race. Oh, he got Marin to P6, so Blastos obviously didn't pick up any penalties at all that race.
No.
Just waiting for Alex to cross the line. He's the last of the runners.
Yeah.
And he does. Oh, and he does a 360 as well. There you go, to end the race in emphatic fashion. So a little bit of a disappointing end to the race. Unfortunately, with Zenki's penalty, but it was still a very good race nonetheless.
Yeah, top two fighting out the whole distance, so that's what you like to see. Shame about the track, but
can't always have it the way you wish.
No, but
it's funnily enough, we've got Mercedes, Ferrari, and a Red Bull on the podium. Who would have thunk it?
Well,
I don't know.
That is a rarity.
2020, you'd think 2018 car performance was on.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just give you a rundown of the top 10 then. So Pilot wins the race, as a virtue of having one less penalty than Zenki. Mattis P3, Stam P4, Bjorn P5, Vlasakos P6 through moving up the order as a result of penalties. Marin P7 lost out heavily as a result. Fnatic P8, Alex 9th, Ross 10th, Lunatics 11th, Decisions 12th, Academy's 13th, and Heimer's 14th. The last four all DNF'd.
Yeah, and that penalty on the last lap didn't cost Bjorn a position.
Which I find amazing, to be honest. Like, but.
Yeah. Who's your driver of the day?
I'd say Zenki. He really gave a good race to Pilot. Obviously, Pilot did win the race, but you know, it should have been Zenki's. If we're being brutally honest, like. Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't know. I think it would have been more of an intense. I think Medium Pilot would have pushed on the last few laps, so we'll never know.
Yeah.
But I will give it to Zenki as well.
Never know.
My vote goes to Zenki as well, just because we've seen him have potential in the past, and he's delivered
And
today.
he's given his all tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, Mattis P15 to P3 would usually be right up there, and I'm sure he'll be one of the contenders. But
yeah,
we kind of
Verstappen type race from America this year in that race.
yeah. But we kind of expect that from him now.
Yeah.
Don't mean to put any pressure on him, but
drivers in the guy.
yeah. So anyway, thanks for joining me tonight, Andy.
Thanks everyone for watching as well. It's my privilege to be alongside Dobby for tonight. Hope everyone enjoyed the race. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Take care.